Okay, colleagues, I think it's time to start. Those that have not joined yet will do so at their own time, but it's not fair to slow down everybody. So we already have 83 people, 83 registered participants online. So I suggest we start. Let me welcome you on behalf again of the FAO. For EBRD, we have a colleague that will welcome us. It's a pleasure to have you here all in such a large number. This is the second e-dialogue we are engaging with you and the urban farming environment. The objective of these e-dialogues, as we discussed during the last one, and again, if you need the recording of the first one, please feel free to send us a message and we'll be happy to share it with you, is to understand better and more the commercial aspects of urban farming and how, in general, urban farming can have positive impacts on cities and communities' economies. Today we have here a number of colleagues from all over the world. I think, Tamara, correct me if I'm wrong, but we have over 70 countries represented all over the world. I'm very happy to see that all continents are well represented. So I think it's a very important element of these e-dialogues, because it will allow us not only to share views and discuss about key topics, but it will also allow everybody to have a diverse set of opinions and views about this very important, and nowadays, thanks to technology, central topic. The origin, why FAO and EBRD are engaging in this. It's part of our collaboration. Iride will talk about it, so I will not spoil it. It's part of a review that we are doing to understand more about urban farming, commercial farming, and how urban farming is evolving in more advanced and technology-oriented farming methodologies. Please, we will have in the chat a website linking to short Mentimeter questions. So please, it would be great if you could answer. It will allow us to go faster than in the breakout rooms and to know each other more without losing too much time. I'm very happy to answer all the questions. We are here for this purpose. You have already been assigned to the breakout rooms that you have pre-selected during the registration. Those of you that have not selected or have registered at the last minute and do not see them being automatically transferred to the breakout room when time will come, please just let us know through the chat, and with an indication of which breakout room you would like to join, and we will be happy to join you to it. With no further delay, let me give the floor to Iride Ceccacci from the European Bank of Reconstruction and Development. Iride, please, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much, Jacopo. Welcome all from the EBRD. I'm Iride Ceccacci. I work for the European Bank for Reconstruction and Development, and we work a lot with the FAO to try to understand new trends in our sector. This e-dialogue is part of our advisory work and technical assistance work that help us giving advices to companies, to countries, on new trends and new opportunities. And as you know, the linkages between rural and urban are really picking, our attention. So this is the second dialogue. We already had one successful one, and it's part of a series of 9. And the importance of this is to get and gather all the stakeholders around one table and to try to form a community of practice. So I'm really happy to welcome you all in this webinar and to join you to better understand the trends, the initiatives, the policies, and hear the voices of the municipalities and what's happening in our 38 countries of operation, but also around the globe. So without further ado, I pass the floor back to Jacopo and we kick off this meeting. Thank you very much all for being here today. It's a pleasure.
Thank you very much, Iride, for your warm welcoming speech, and again thanks to the EBRD for the support to this review and all the work. It would have not been possible without EBRD support, so we are extremely thankful. But I'm also thankful to a number of partners, the organizing committee, which I will leave to Francesco Orsini, which I'll introduce very soon, but in general to all the partners that I have collaborated, and a big thanks to the International Conference on Landscape and Urban Agriculture and the International Society for Horticultural Science for hosting this very important e-dialogue. And I'm very happy that all of this happened. And again, many thanks to Francesco and all his colleagues for making this possible, because of course it gives me two main hints here. The first one is that there is high interest on the topic. The second one is that we do have a very strong support from the academia and the research institutions, which I think it's an extremely good foundation for this review and series of e-dialogues to move on. We have a number of universities. I will not read all of them, but I'm very happy to see that we have a mix of European and non-European university, which is great. A number of projects, and I would call them like coalitions of different actors. So the stage is quite diverse, and again, I think is a good sign of healthiness and potential success. Let me now introduce you with Francesco Orsini from the University of Bologna, that together with the University of Wageningen, the Department of Plant Science, and the Center for Research in Urban Agriculture from the Liège University is also supporting us in the preparation of this review. Francesco, please, the floor is yours.
Well, thanks a lot, Jacopo, for the introduction. I'm Francesco Orsini. I'm teaching vegetable crop, greenhouse, and vertical farming systems at the University of Bologna. And in this workshop, I will now provide you with some of the guidelines of what will happen in the breakout rooms. Basically, as you are aware of, we have 4 different rooms, one dedicated to rooftop agriculture, one to social urban and periurban agriculture, one to agricultural parks, and another one on vertical farming. We will split in these rooms for about an hour, and then have a short break, and then come back here in this main room for the restitution of the outcomes. So for the rooftop agriculture room, this will be moderated by Professor Xavier Gabarel from the Universitat Autònoma de Barcelona, supported by Agnes Lelièvre, Laura Talens, and Michele Dostuni. And we will see some good practices from the cities of Paris and Barcelona, and also open an interactive discussion on what are the main challenges and priorities for enabling the environment for rooftop agriculture. Similarly, we will also have another room on social urban and periurban agriculture. In this room, the moderation will be by Professor Antonella Samoggia from the University of Bologna, supported by Francesca Monticone and Marti Rufi-Salis. Here, the good practices will be presented by the cities of Grenoble, Bologna, Sofia, and Berlin. And we will also have other supporting cities that will integrate the discussion, presenting also challenges and barriers to social, urban, and periurban agriculture. And then we have the third room that is going to be on agricultural parks. Here, Dr. Rurid Fox-Camper will moderate the room, supported by Pietro Tonini and Fabio Di Menna. Good practices will include the experiences of Sabadell, Milan, Cavallino Treporti, and Thessaloniki. And we will also hear the voice also from other cities about the challenges and barriers for the management and innovation policies on agricultural parks. And finally, the last room will tackle the innovation that is taking place also at policy level in the sector of vertical farming. It will be moderated by Professor Matteo Vittuari from the University of Bologna with the support of Isabella Righini and Giuseppina Pennisi. Here we will see some example of innovative practices in Brussels and Romanville. Also again with the support of the vision by other cities. So with this, I would like to move on and ask the technical support to move us in the virtual room. So we start with this section.
Many thanks, Francesco. Colleagues, let's get started. And as I said, you will be automatically assigned. Meanwhile, I will work with Francesco and colleagues to assign those that that have not selected a room yet.